Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel, Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. Welcome to another pick a card reading with me. So today we're going to be doing a life update reading. We are seeing what is unfolding currently on your path, like what's going on. And I think this is just going to be a really great update reading for you to see. Like clearly just kind of stand back and get a bird's eye view of like what is kind of happening in your life. Up until like what if certain events or experiences or choices that you've been taking in your life, what has that been leading you towards? We're going to get some insight into that. So as usual, we're going to have the perspective from my iPhone, so you guys will get to see the oracle cards as I unveil it. And we're going to pull tarot for some additional guidance. You guys are going to have 4 groups to choose from as well. We're doing 4 groups today. And I'm hoping that this is going to feel like a very personalized reading for you guys, to feel like, oh, okay, this is me, this is my experience, and this is what's going on in my life. That's my goal. So if you want to check out any of the other content on my channel, please feel free to check it out. I have everything linked down below. I have a series called Manifesting with the Divine. I have a series called Wake Up Call. I also have my other channel called Shantia's New Chapter, where I talk about more of my personal experiences, and you can feel free to check that out. So I'm so excited. I think this is the first reading I'm doing in May. I'm shooting this in April because I usually shoot way ahead, and I took about, was it a week? I think I took about a week off, but I'm gonna like start spacing things out just to kind of see like more. I want to see more into what I'm feeling inspired to create, as opposed to just, oh, I need to come up with another idea, even though I'm never short of ideas, just because I always find it fun. I always find it fun to just see how can I challenge myself. Yes, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it, and I'm really excited with what I get to share in this journey with you guys. Appreciate it so much. Let's go ahead and move on to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. Hi beautiful souls, welcome to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. So let me go ahead and introduce the groups to you. We have group number 1 with the lapis lazuli. We have group number 2 with the speckled, it's like a black, white speckled jasper. We have group number 3 with the labradorite here. And we have group number 4 with the pyrite. Let's go ahead and start our meditation. Let's try that one more time. Here's the singing bowl. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and get started. If you chose this lovely lapis lazuli, this is going to be the reading for you. And you are going to be getting a life update, whatever is going on in your life. We're going to be picking up on those energies, what's unfolding on your path currently, and then some additional guidance from the guides, my guides, your guides, to see like how you can navigate this with ease or more flow or alignment in your life. I think I forgot to say, please take what resonates and leave what does not resonate, because you are the co-creator of your reality. You're the one who gets to decide, using your free will, the life that you want to create for yourself. I think I forgot to say that, so if I didn't say that, there it is again. Or there it is the first time. And let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. Okay, well, I was trying to see what it was, but I heard the words framing or reframing. So you guys are going into, or you're entering into a place of your life where you're reframing your life. So you're seeing things differently, and perhaps you're approaching certain goals that you've had differently in your life as well. So for this group, I'm just picking up that you've gone through some kind of transformative experience where you thought you wanted something and you realize you didn't want it, or you wanted it in a different way. You're adjusting your goals, so to speak. You're reassessing your goals, and I think you're reassessing a lot of those important goals that you're here to achieve, or what you're wanting to achieve, or maybe you're changing your approach to achieving it. But I'm getting a reframe and a resetting of intentions. So I feel like you guys are going through some kind of reset where you're understanding, okay, maybe this is more of what I'm wanting more for my life. And I want to give you guys some reassurance. I have always been the type of person, I think this is it. And then I think this is it, and this is it. And I realize it keeps changing. You know, the goalposts, the desires keep morphing, and they're supposed to. This is what happens when you evolve. This is what happens when you allow yourself to be a creative, fluid being. You go with the flow of life, and you realize that it's actually hard to set anything in life, to like set goals. It's an illusion to think things stay the same. They don't. They keep moving, they keep changing, they keep transforming, they keep morphing. Just like energy, it just keeps morphing. You keep morphing. You're different every single day. You're never gonna have this moment in time ever again. So I think you're learning how to adjust to that and work with it. Okay, let's see what I can pick up with the lapis lazuli here. Okay, I was like, what was that? It looked like an umbrella, but it looked like a target, and it looked like it was pointing somewhere in a certain direction. So I feel like you guys are finding your path. That's what's unfolding on your path, is you're finding your path, and you're finding more of the direction that you want to go in. And I'm just getting this like revs up energy for this group, where you're going to start feeling a lot more passionate and excited and focused on what you're seeking. Perhaps for some time you have felt kind of lost, and you felt like, okay, I'm getting some guidance, but I'm not exactly sure what is unfolding. I think there's something about your intention or needing to refocus that I'm getting, or you needing maybe that time for you to figure out what it is you really wanted. So perhaps some of you have pursued goals and you felt like they just didn't satisfy you. They didn't meet. I'm hearing status quo, but I'm not saying status quo when it comes to status of society. I'm talking about like your status quo. Like it didn't meet your expectations in the way that you thought it would. And so you've taken the time to sort of reassess, okay, where am I targeting my focus now? You're figuring it out. You're figuring out what you're targeting. You're figuring out how to focus on your path, and you're ready to go and move towards it with like a tunnel vision. I'm getting like this kind of intensity, this kind of tunnel vision. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what I can see in the lapis lazuli. See what wants to come through for you guys. It is a very creative crystal. I don't know, I get creativity from this crystal. I get this energy of someone getting a lot of guidance as well, typically from this crystal. Hi, group number 2. So I was actually singing happy birthday to my sister. So that's what got interrupted. So let me try to hone it back into this reading here. What I was talking about, and to be honest, I kind of forgot. Well, I was saying this is typically a creative crystal about getting insights and downloads, being attuned to what's available around you to create the life that you want. Oh, and I was seeing something. I was seeing a lotus flower. So that was the next thing I was going to say. So I was seeing a lotus flower. And I feel like the lotus flower also looks like a baby chick sticking out of an egg. So I think you guys have been in a very transformative rebirth sort of experience where you're like, I'm rebirthing myself. And it's very interesting because I feel like what I've been learning on this channel is that we don't ever stop. Like we're always rebirthing ourselves. We're always like, oh, this is me. And that's perfectly fine. And it's perfectly fine for you to allow the transformation to happen, to know that you're a creative fluid being. But you've been doing this through the process of purification. So I always talk about on my channel about getting rid of the layers. You've been unveiling all of these layers, and you've been saying, okay, this is more of the real me. So the transformation that you've been discovering is, who is the real you? Who is the real you? And it's so sweet and innocent, like the baby chick and the egg that I'm seeing. I feel like you realize you're someone who has really good intentions. You want to help the world out in some way, and you're finding a way to be more effective in this energy. Yeah, and I feel like I'm kind of seeing, I don't know, a figure with wings. So like you're learning how to use your wings, spread your wings. I'm seeing someone like spread their arms out. So you're learning how to spread your wings. take up more space. Yeah, that's what's unfolding in your journey. You're learning how to come from a place of confidence. It's like, where does our confidence come from? I feel like your confidence is really coming from the divine. You not needing outside validation for you to give yourself confidence. There's nothing wrong with outside validation. I think it's important, like, especially if you're stepping into a place of leadership, you want to work with your team, you want to communicate with people, you want them to be happy to work with you or be around you. I think that is important to know that you are being an effective leader in that sense. But I'm really getting that you're learning how to self-love, like love yourself. And through this self-love journey, you're able to gain so much strength and power. Okay, let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. Nice. So we have the Repairman, 6 Libra, Axe, forces working against you. We have Virgin. Look at that purification right there. We have here Odin, Psychic Insight. We have Peace, and last we have Ritual Grounding, Crown Chakra. I'll take these cards out of that picture here. Okay, so group number 1, here's your reading. Here's your oracle cards. Very beautiful. So what's currently unfolding on your path? From what I can see, you've been doing a lot of healing, and a lot of this healing has helped to create some purification experience for you. So with this Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity. It says also here, shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. Typically the way that we go through the purification process is we work through our thoughts and our thought pattern. And with the 6 Libra here, so the 6 is about, listening to your heart. It's very nourishing. I think you've been self-love, nourishing yourself, and you've been repairing or tuning or healing the parts of you that have felt negated, that have felt drained, and okay, but essentially what you are going through, so you're going through a reboot, like a self reboot. You've been restoring your energy, recovering it, healing, and you've been going through some kind of personal upgrade. It says here upgrade. So you, through your thoughts, perhaps reassessing, how are my thought patterns? What's floating on in my subconscious here? Is it helping me, or is it impeding me from believing in myself or believing in my ability to create more of a peaceful life for myself? So what's unfolding on your path now? I think you're embracing more peace and freedom in your life, and you're feeling a lot more present in life. So to me, this is very much a spiritual attunement. Energetically, the things that you felt like were working against you, with this Axe forces working against you, you're not letting them bother you nearly as much as they used to. And everything is about perspective. Everything in life is about perspective. You can look at one relationship and say, oh my gosh, this is toxic, this is the worst relationship ever. Or you can look at that same relationship and say, or that past relationship and say, wow, I learned something about this. Thank goodness I got into that unhealthy relationship dynamic just so I could wake up. What if I didn't wake up? So you guys have most definitely been learning, like getting the downloads, the insights to understand how to heal yourself. How do we heal? We're not here to solve our problems in our life. I think a lot of people think we need to figure it out, and that's what gets us in trouble. What we're here to do is we're here to enact the solutions. Where do we get the solutions? Source. Source gives us the solutions. We have no idea. We're figuring it out. And there's a reason why we have spirit beings, prayer, guides, why we have to meditate, connect to nature. We constantly have to plug in. And that's what you're learning with this ritual grounding crown chakra 28. You're learning that in order for you to create more of a peaceful life for yourself and to heal, you have to constantly plug in and connect. It's really good to feel connected to anything that we do, like our passions and the people that are in our lives. But in general, just like in Avatar, where they're constantly like plugging into the nature, connecting to nature, we have to plug into this world to connect to the energy and understand we are not alone here. So you guys have gone through a beautiful psychic insight upgrade. Without question, most of you guys probably have opened your third eye. It says here, your third eye is open, see truth for what it is, follow your intuition. And maybe you felt confused because you're like, what is the truth? What is that? I think, honestly, because we're all perceiving life differently, none of us have the same singular truth. And we're not supposed to. I think anytime we try to fit into a box, like religion does kind of put that weight on people to fit in a certain box when it comes to their spiritual experience, it's kind of limiting. It can limit us, and it can make us feel very self-conscious or doubtful about trusting ourselves. And I think that's the thing we miss is like, you're actually here to trust yourself, not because you have the answers, your ego has the answers. No. Your mind doesn't have the answers. No. It's because you're connected to source. You're part of source, and when you plug into that connection, you get the answers you need. So very beautiful. What's opening up in your life is you're going to continue to use your intuition to guide you continuously. Go through this purification, this healing, and understand that these obstacles that seemed like they kept getting in your way, they were illusions. They're illusions. And there's so much peace that is coming into your life. So it's so beautiful. I'm so excited for you. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. Yeah, so I would have to say the major upgrade that most of you have gone through is learning how to use your intuition, tune into your third eye. Perhaps you guys are getting visions. You're enhancing any one of your clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaugment. That's not one. Clairaudience. Sorry, clairaudio. Yeah, clairaudio. Okay, you guys know what I mean. Hearing, sight. You're enhancing your clairs. Okay, guys, can you go ahead and clarify this reading for me? Let's just clarify first, and then we'll get some guidance. We have here 8 of Wands. And we have here the 7 of Swords. Speaking of truth, yeah, 7 of Swords is about deception, right? It's about not really having the truth. 8 of Wands is about that energy or rapid movement. Things taking pace or moving forward. Okay, you guys are my first group, so I'm a little bit, like, sometimes when I start out with the readings, I'm a little bit, you know. Plus, I was on a phone call for, like, 15 minutes, so it kind of threw me off, and then I had to get back here. So we're getting a lot of beautiful pure blues, you know, with the light blue and the light lavender colors. I feel like life is feeling a lot more simple for you, or your mind is feeling a lot more direct or simple or clear. You know, it's like water. Like the water is clear. The murkiness of the water has cleared, and you guys are getting a lot of clarity about what you need to do. So with this 8 of Wands, it's about taking action, things moving forward, progress happening, and 7 of Wands is about seeing through the deception. So I think you're seeing through the deception of whatever was stopping you before, whatever was not working. You're learning how to be very, very honest with yourself about what you need to do. And this is helping you to progress towards creating the life that you want, living the life that you want, being attuned and connected to the life that you want as well. Am I a little blurry today? Hold on. Okay, I think that's a little better. I was like, that's a little blurry, isn't it? I am shooting in the day. I don't typically, but I had a good opportunity, so I'm using it. Okay, guys, tell us more about clarity for this reading, please. Look at that, 7 of Cups. It's about illusions, as well as imagination. So that's kind of the huge thing that's unfolding in your life. It's like before, it's like whatever deceit, lies, or illusion that existed, you're seeing through it all. You're seeing through it all. So to me, this would be like, let's say you're having a conversation with family, for example, and they're saying, hey, you know, the only thing that exists is, or there's, what's a good one I can use? Oh, in order for you to be healthy and attuned to like your body, you have to, okay, let's use this one. So let's say, for example, they say, hey, life is about, you know, being happy. Who cares about eating healthy? Or who cares, like, you know, eating healthy, so what? Like, just go do what you want. Life is short, da-da-da-da-da. We all age. But perhaps you're deciding, oh, no, you know, actually life is what you make it. And we're holistic beings, so you can't disconnect from your body and just treat it any kind of way. Because when you treat your body a certain kind of way, there's a consequence. Right, we're material and spiritual beings. Material and spiritual. Okay. Yeah, and I think you're learning how to use your imagination. Mostly what I'm getting from this reading is like you're using your imagination to actually become more present, if that makes sense. Like instead of escapism, maybe some of you used escapism before or used your imagination for escapism. Instead of escaping away from your life, you're actually using your imagination to tune into what actually is happening. So perhaps you used your imagination, your third eye chakra energy, crown chakra energy. Maybe all of this was lit before, but you used it to escape, create imaginary characters, write stories, read fictional books, get lost in, whatever, creativity. But now you're realizing, actually, I can use this imagination, or I can use this connecting to source and connecting to the energy that I can't see, but I can feel, to actually help me uncover the reality of what this life is here. So let's go ahead and see what additional guidance they have for you. What guidance do you have for group number 1, guides? Hear a dog. Ooh, you guys got Ace of Swords. Yeah, these cards are very light, so they're kind of hard to see sometimes. But yeah, you guys got Ace of Swords. So this is about clarity and the truth. So I think continuing to exercise, there may be some third chakra energy that you want to exercise. Speaking your truth, living your truth. I think sometimes we get overwhelmed by what's happening in this world because we're like, okay, everyone has a perspective. Everyone has an opinion. Yes, and everyone will always have a different perspective and a different opinion from you because you're living life from your own seat. Like you're living life from your own perspective, from this zone. And I think learning how to direct that, learning how to be confident with that. It's like, okay, this is my truth. Whether people agree with it or not isn't what's important. It's like, do I understand what my truth is? Can I own it? Okay, so Ace of Swords again about clarity. Anything else you want to tell us, guys, about guidance? Also about creating a new beginning. Yeah, I was feeling like that rebirth. We have that 9 of Cups. So I think some of you, in terms of wanting to create more of the life that you want for yourself, that's been coming like just out of my mouth a few times. In terms of you wanting to live the life that you want and experience the fulfillment you want, it is about perception. It really is. Ace of Swords. You don't need all of those things to feel that you have it all. But doesn't mean that you can't grow or expand towards having more things. The imagination is very powerful. You can learn how to give it to yourself and create your own inner rich reality to, again, manifest in this outer experience. So it's like if we want to overcome the fear of or the lack of anything in our life, you can actually learn how to believe it within yourself and connect to that energy within yourself, and eventually it will manifest. You have to confirm that reality. So you guys are getting the clarity for what is going to bring you fulfillment. You guys are knowing this, and I was seeing, the arrow or whatever it was as a dart or something pointing in a certain direction and moving quickly and rapidly forward. So your mind is working really quickly. Your intuition is working really quickly to kind of show you the way and direct you towards your goals. And I think you're feeling a lot more confident in this because you're realizing it gives you a strong sense of peace. It gives you a strong sense of quiet. Your intuition is quiet, and you're realizing, wow, when I come to this quiet conclusion, this place of just like everything just settles beautifully, that's when I feel most confident to follow the guidance here. So you guys are knowing, okay, this is how I create a life of fulfillment. That's a huge success, I'd have to say, because most people don't really know what makes them happy. They think they know what's going to make them happy, but the guides are telling me that you're on to something, that you are figuring out what fulfillment is, what is going to make you happy. And most definitely, you're understanding how to change your perception to perceive things differently so that you're happy where you're at. You created peace where you're at. And because you're creating this in your own experience, you're only going to become more of a magnet for the thing that you're wanting here. Okay, I want to look at the axis forcing working against you. I think I kind of covered it, but I want to just clarify. Clarify the axe forces working against you. We have the Hierophant and the Page of Swords. Okay, tell us more. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's, to some degree, you guys have learned how to go with the flow a lot more. And you're understanding that life isn't about control. It's about perception. It's about shifting your perception, and it's about what you make of it, right? So to me, with that Hierophant, the Page of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, maybe you had a perception or you had an idea previously before that you thought, okay, maybe if I try to do this, then I'll get the outcome that I want. If I try to do that, then I'll get the outcome you want. But with this Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune showing up here in your reading, it's like actually the answer is expansion. So right now, a lot of you are experiencing some kind of breakthrough where you're really understanding, okay, this is what makes me happy. This is the way I want to live my life. It's like your whole reframing, right? Reframing perception is shifting and changing because you're so open, you're expanding. Here, you're open, you're curious. You're open to what the universe wants to send towards you. And I think that's so exciting. I think that's what a lot of us need, is to know. Like, a lot of us are like, okay, how do we do this thing called life? Like, how do I do this thing called life? And I feel like you guys are tapping into it. You're like, okay, I get it. When I perhaps surrender, stop trying to control things, I can obtain all the peace and fulfillment that I want now. And then not only that, the universe has to give it to you continuously. It has to. Okay. Let's see the final piece of guidance that wants to come through. Yeah, so the forces working against you, it's an illusion. We think we can control our lives, but we don't. We don't really control our lives. We co-create. We create our lives. It's different. Creativity is different. Creativity is not about control. It's about, actually creativity, what I learned in art school, is about making use of what you already have. And it's also about being open to shifts and changes. So whenever I would start a painting, I would just kind of like, okay, what's my idea? And then I would just go with the first thing. I didn't try to control it. I didn't think overly need to like master the perfect painting in my head. I didn't visualize it. I was just like, oh, this would be fun to paint this or create this. And then in the moment where I was creating and I was painting, I just let it take a hold of me. You know, a lot of artists talk about that. You just kind of let the energy show you the way. That's what you're learning how to do with your life. Final guidance. We have here, is that Venus? Yeah. In the first, in Capricorn. Yeah, so when it comes to the practicality of what you're manifesting more in your life, I'm telling you, you guys are going to become very, very powerful manifestors. That's probably the biggest download that you're understanding, is that I am a powerful manifester. Not because I'm like special, or not because I had the best teacher or the best self-help books. It's like I'm a powerful manifester because when I realized I'm a powerful manifester, I am what I say I am, kind of thing. So there is most definitely abundance coming towards you, because they're talking about pleasures, they're talking about earthly material stuff, and they're also talking about status, and they're talking about the first house. So in terms of the manifestations coming towards you, this is what's unfolding. Your journey is starting off. It's beginning. I think it's like really beginning. I think you found the thing you're like, okay, this is what I really feel inspired to create. And we've been talking about creativity, and Venus is the planet of creativity. It really is. Let me go ahead and just clarify this Venus in Capricorn. The first, I think you're seeing yourself as resourceful as well. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier for the Venus in the first in Capricorn. Woo! Ace of Pentacles! Look at that. They ain't playing. This group, you have been doing the inner work. And we have your Five of Pentacles. Yes, shifting that mentality about what you think you can't have. You are ready to let this go. It's time to let this go and create your new beginning of prosperity and abundance. Very beautiful. Is there anything else I'm picking up? You guys are going through some kind of status shift. So, this is what I was going to say. I was watching, not The Secret, but I was watching an interview by Rhonda Burns, who wrote The Secret and a lot of her powerful series of books. And she talks about how you really just need to believe it. You know, it doesn't have to be, she's like, some people don't believe in The Secret. Well, if you don't believe in it, it's not going to work for you. But some people, they do, right? And that's who it works for the most. And I was also hearing Jeffree Star talk too. He, huge on YouTube when it comes to makeup. Or, he's moving on to his next thing. But he was like, I just believed in myself. He's like, you really just have to believe in yourself. And I feel like for this group, perhaps you've just struggled to believe in your capabilities and you're ready to move on. When resources flood into your life, when you understand that you are the resource, you are resourceful. Resources get to come to you because you are resourceful. And my recommendation for this group, if you're starting any kind of new career path, or new way of bringing resources or abundance into your life is to just really think about and assess, what are you ready to give to the world now? Like, what are you ready to begin giving to the world? What's exciting for you? What are you curious about? What are you passionate about? What is an obsession and a hobby that you just can't stop thinking about? That's what you're here to do right now. So that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 1. I hope you guys enjoy that. Please like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonates. And by the way, luxury, wealth for some of you, wealth, a different way of making money, a different way of manifesting money. All of this is coming towards you. Please like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Okay, group number 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely speckled black and white, you can kind of see the speckled jasper here, then this is going to be your reading. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started and give you your life update. What's going on in your life right now? What's unfolding on your path? I want to know. Guys, dial me into the energies of group number 2, please. Okay, so I'm getting this energy of foundation. I saw A. Usually A's to me are about building a foundation, or building a solid foundation, or getting your feet on the ground and feeling quite solid here. I think you guys are in a place where you're getting ready to build something. I feel like perhaps you're in the beginning stages of something, or, you know, it feels like you're in like a new chapter of some sort where you have like the bare bones and you're ready to like build on top of that and see where it takes you. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through with this Jasper. What was that? Casper the Friendly Ghost? I don't know. It felt like a sea creature. Kind of reminded me of Flounder from The Little Mermaid. The shape of it. Or some type of dolphin. A kind of dolphin. So, I think there's something about comfort coming through. So I think you're in a place right now where you're feeling a lot more comfortable with what you want. Yeah, it's kind of giving me this energy of when someone settles into a relationship and they're like, okay, this is my person, you know, let's get comfortable. Like, you know, they settle into it and they're just like, okay, I'm comfortable here. Because I was getting the sea creature reference, I feel like this is about going with the flow, being attuned, connecting to your emotions. I think acknowledging your emotions and acknowledging what you wanted. I think before perhaps you had an idea of like what you felt like would give you comfort, but now you're like, okay, actually this is what gives me comfort. This is what I feel comfortable doing and being, and I want to settle with this. It's very much this energy of like comfortable. It's like, oh, I'm comfortable doing this. I'm comfortable being this way. Okay. Let's see what else I can get with this speckled jasper here. Let's see if I can pick up anything. This is my practical crystal. It kind of gives me dad. It gives me dad vibes. I remember the first time I channeled with this crystal, I'm like, dad? Like, not my dad, but I was like, I'm getting dad vibes from this. I mean, I guess kind of like my dad. No lie. But yeah, I'm kind of seeing a flower here. And it's like very round. So there's something about... maybe if life felt like really sharp, I feel like you're just like, I just want to get comfortable. You know, some people, they're in the time in their life where they're thinking to themselves, I don't want to keep achieving and doing this and doing that and going this place. I just want to be at home. Something about like being at home, being comfortable, being more grounded is what I'm getting from this group. But the flower to me is very endearing. Because this type of flower, it reminds me of like a kid's flower. You know, when you're a little girl and they have like flower designs, or if you're a little girl and you're drawing a flower, usually you do this, right? It's a rounded flower. It's not really like super realistic looking. But there's something very delightful. I think you want to take part in the delightful things in life. You want to be more delighted in life. That's what's unfolding for your path right now. It's like certain things perhaps you took for granted. You don't want to take for granted anymore. You really want to participate. Yeah. It's like the simple things is what I'm getting. It's like it's the simple things that really make a difference. I'm seeing a little teddy bear too. So maybe some of you guys have kids, you know, spending time with your kids, Maybe also creating a family, because I was kind of seeing the foundation. So it's either like you're feeling more at home, you're creating more of a foundation at home, settling more at home, or you're creating more of a home for yourself, or you're in the stage where you're feeling like, I want to create a home. Or create a new home. Maybe move somewhere different. Okay, so let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. Oh yeah, we got the urn. It's about death or endings. We got warrior, chain of events affecting your life. Warrior, strength, skill, discipline. We have Mercury, open communication. We have here the gift of gratitude. Yes. Oh my gosh, and the flowers. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love channeling. It's so fun. Look at that. She's surrounded by flowers. We have willpower here. Okay. Ooh, I love this. This energy just feels so nice. Like, I love the greens here. To me, the greens are making me feel like really earthy, very grounded, like connected to nature. It takes me to like going out for walks in nature and just feeling this energy of life. So you guys are in a place. You guys are ending something. I was picking that up. You have here 5 Cancer. So this is something, perhaps you're letting go of things that you felt like it was kind of hard to let go of, because it was something you identified yourself with. You're like, it was a job, or perhaps it was a relationship, or a way of living, a philosophy. You attached yourself to it. You identified with it. And this was the version of you that existed. It's like, okay, that was me before, but now that I'm more connected, Cancer is like the home. Now I'm more connected to myself. I'm starting to understand, okay, I want something else. So you're ready to change, transform, and move on to the next part of your life here. You want to be more connected to your heart chakra. Heart chakra, the gift of gratitude, number 15. You want to be a lot more connected to your heart chakra. You don't want to take life for granted. Plumeria is also about purity. Plumerias are all over the place in Hawaii. My grandfather had 3 plumeria trees, and they were so beautiful, smell so amazing. I love plumeria trees. And the fragrance of it is just so pure, so clean. There are a lot of flowers that have very strong scents, but the plumeria to me has the perfect, easygoing light scent. And it's, to me, because it's so native to the land, it's a flower you can easily take for granted, because it's like, okay, this is a very familiar flower you see everywhere. It's not super bright and bold, but it's so beautiful in its presence. Okay. So you're most definitely accessing more of your heart chakra. 5 kind of takes me to the heart, but 5 in general is also about change. And I feel like you are changing, therefore your life is changing. You're in a place now where you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so grateful for certain things, the things that I took for granted, the littlest things, a sunny day, the rainy day, waking up, having a good cup of coffee, reading a good book, having a good conversation here. So let's go ahead and jump over to the Mercury, open communication, get the weight off of your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. Perhaps some of you have just held back, and that was the part of you. That's like why perhaps you felt delayed in connecting with yourself, because you weren't using your voice. You were just holding a lot of things in. And perhaps now that you've opened up to speaking your truth, or to talking to people about what happens, perhaps you needed to talk to a therapist or a coach or a friend or a parent, or, someone in your life where you're like, oh, I need to release this trauma. This has helped you to get the weight off of your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. And I think you're also most definitely learning the importance of speaking from your heart, not just speaking from our emotions, our heart. Our heart is always centered in, it's very much connected to a loving place. So I think that's been very important for you to find your voice, speak up for yourself, speak up and share your truth. I always tell people, activate that throat chakra, speak your truth, you live your truth. Speak your truth, you live your truth. It's crazy, but it does happen. It's very powerful. So there's a change happening in your life without question with this chain of events that affect your life. There's an unfolding happening. So it's like by you acknowledging what needed to end. And I'm being taken to these words, collapse and dismantle. sometimes we have certain realities. We're like, okay, this is the way I'm going to live the rest of my life. This is probably how I'm going to always operate. Maybe you're obsessed with work or your passion. You're like, oh, I'm just always going to be obsessed with my passion. I don't want like 5 kids and a farm. I'm never gonna, no ways. I want to work and that's it. Do my passion. And then you're realizing, actually, I think I want something else. So I think there's been a collapse of realities that have not been holding up for you. And you're more than happy to let that down so you can create a new foundation. And I feel like you guys have unleashed or unlocked a shift. There's an energetic shift happening. Perhaps you're not seeing right now energetically, but it's going to unfold. Okay. And it's quite dramatic because we have here a chain of events that affect your life. So I feel like you shifting your energy is attracting to you a certain chain of events that are going to change your life. So with this warrior and willpower, ooh, powerful. This is very much Mars energy, very much third house energy as well. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. And then we have the willpower here. And she's also holding up an earth. I think sometimes we feel like, I can't change. I don't know how to change it. We feel like we don't have the capacity or the capabilities to change our life. And just by understanding that we have willpower, all of a sudden we can feel it. So I feel like this group, you're most definitely getting attuned to, oh, I can feel my willpower. I can feel that I have strength. And there's something that you've learned how to become a lot more disciplined with. I would have to say it's probably going to be the mind, or the way that you work with your thoughts, your subconscious thoughts, your unconscious thoughts, and your conscious thoughts. You're learning how to direct them towards your goals here. And I feel like you're feeling so much more empowered to shift things in a better direction in your life. So you're going to start really seeing things physically shift in your life because you've built a foundation of strength and willpower and discipline within yourself to know that I have the tools to manage my challenging internal experiences as well as my challenging external experiences. Now that I have the ability to overcome these struggles or obstacles, and now that I've also allowed myself to let go, I can move towards creating or experiencing or connecting to myself in a way that I wasn't able to before. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some cards. Guys, can you clarify this reading for me? There it is. Ooh, my transcendent butterfly is group number 2. Your life is changing. And guess what? You changed it. You initiated it. So there is a change. There's kind of like a 180 happening in your life. Let's go ahead and get more information on this. We have your 7 of Pentacles wanted to pop up. Okay, clarify this reading, guys. Yeah, so there is some kind of discipline. We have here, ooh, 7 of Swords. Oh, the Queen of Cups came out with it. Very nice. So again, we're connected to, I was seeing a water sea creature, right? About learning how to acknowledge your emotions. So that's what's hugely transformed. It's like shifting the dynamic. So there's like change happening behind the scenes. Perhaps you can't quite see it because we have that 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is usually a bit of a waiting energy. I didn't used to think it was, I don't know what I thought, but I think the more that I do readings, I'm like, okay, this is definitely a waiting card. You're kind of waiting to see the reward or the impact, right? The chain of events affect your life. You're waiting to see the impact of the work that you've been putting in show up, like really show up or manifest in physical reality. It's also about investing your energy. And to me, with the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like you guys have been investing it quite well because we have willpower and warrior. You've been investing your energy very well. So with the 7 of Swords, that's about authenticity. That's about speaking your truth as well with that Mercury open communication card. And the Queen of Cups, I think you've been speaking from your heart. So that's about acknowledging your emotions, acknowledging how you feel. It is so important for us to honor how we feel because you can't just roll over it. You got emotions, you got feelings, and you don't necessarily have to let these emotions and feelings run the program, but you do have to honor it because just like our thoughts, you can't control. Like we can't control our thoughts and we can't control our emotions. They kind of come and go. What we can do is we can choose where we focus our attention, and we could either feed it momentum or we can decrease the momentum. And when we detach, that helps to decrease the momentum when it comes to anything, emotions or thoughts. So I think you're realizing that you're a lot more in control of your reality. And with that Queen of Cups, just acknowledging your emotions, tapping more into your creativity as well. So a lot of you, if you feel more inspired to connect with your emotions, perhaps even be a counselor with that Mercury energy, help people by talking about your truth or your experiences or telling your story. The Queen of Cups is very creative, and she gets her creativity from just her emotions. It's like she feels inspired, right? She feels inspired to create things, do things, and she's very fluid. She has the ability to kind of navigate different emotions and express all of them. She likes a spectrum. So it's like when we have this acceptance that we have a spectrum within us, and we can be anywhere on the spectrum depending on the day, it doesn't really control us, but we can let it create something fun. It's like you can create something fun with that energy, something beautiful. And I feel like be more beautiful too. I feel like you guys are definitely creating an aura around yourself where you're just being seen as beautiful is kind of what I'm getting with that Queen of Cups, because it's very easy for people to just like pretend. I don't want to say fake, but I think it's easier for people sometimes to put on a mask. And I think you're realizing your authenticity makes you beautiful. You a queen, yes you are. Your authenticity is powerful. It's powerful. It's life-changing stuff. That's why I created the vulnerability reading. Vulnerability is powerful. Yeah, so there's definitely a shift in your life that's happening. I feel like it's happening when it comes to your pentacles situation on the earthly plane here. So let's go ahead and dive more into that. I think that's the chain of events. So let's clarify the chain of events. Do you want to tell us more about the chain of events? So, you know, what I always hear about the tarot card is this is typically a change that needs to happen. You know, whether we acknowledge it or not, it's a change that typically needs to happen. And I think for this group, you've acknowledged something needs to change. Something needs to change, and you're learning how to work with it. Here. That's also Pluto energy coming through. Death and rebirth. With that urn, death and rebirth. Tell us more about the chain of events. Personal transformation. Yeah, so, you know, when people ask the question of how do I change my life, you have to change. If you want to change your life, you have to change from where you're sitting without having to take a bunch of action. You have to kind of sit with yourself and see, like, energetically where are you at, and reassess and set an intention. What intention, like, what are you wanting to create? I'm like, oh, okay, I want to be more free. Guess what? The universe is going to guide you. Intentions are powerful. I set intentions all the time. I forget about the intentions and things just move out of the way. Because I always try to set intentions that are very dear to my heart. I'm just like, this is absolutely something I would love to align with. That's what makes it easier. Tell us more about the chain of events here. Card shuffle is so funny. It cracks me up. Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. Okay. I think there are people coming into your life. There's a wish fulfillment coming when it comes to, for some of you, it's like relationships here. Tell me more. We have here, it's definitely a relationship. Oh my God. We have our Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, and we have the Lovers card. Okay. There you go. So, you know, whether this is showing up in your physical reality or not, doesn't really matter. It's cooking up behind the scenes because it says here chain of events that will affect your life. So you might not be aware of this, but the universe most definitely got your order, got your signal, and felt the force of your energy. Okay, with that Tower card, they're just like, oh, guess what? We're gonna like put people in your life here that are gonna help you. And so like this is a wish fulfillment. So maybe some of you have been wishing for more connections, close connections. I was talking about settling down. So maybe some of you have been looking for that partner or relationship for you to be like, oh, I want to settle down. Maybe it's important for you to have loyal people in your life. You know, when it comes to friendships, you're like, I just want loyal people who I can grow with. Well, the universe is most definitely sending them to you. You know, definitely best friend vibes very strongly here. Someone who feels like a best friend, very connected, someone who actually mirrors you too. That Gemini energy. Yeah. It's a wish fulfillment. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some guidance for you guys. Group number 2. Guidance. Ooh, you guys got Venus. We got Venus and Gemini in the 9th house. Okay, so 9th house can be about philosophy, travel, knowledge, expansion. learning. Venus is there, and it's in the sign of Gemini. So I feel like you guys have been going through a personal expansion when it comes to what you're interested in learning about, or it could be also about communication, speaking your truth. Again, they're reinforcing the importance of you speaking your truth and how this is helping to expand your inner universe as well as your outer universe. Okay, tell us more about the Venus in Gemini in the 9th. Ooh, okay. We have here Queen of Swords. What do we say about communication? It is important for you to know what you want. You have 5 of Wands here. Okay. Let's learn more about the 5 of Wands. Why is this here? Tell us more about the Venus and Gemini in the 9th. Whoa. With your 7 of Pentacles again. So I feel like what they're telling you, whatever you've been investing your time and energy into, the outcome is going to start showing up here. I feel like you guys are ready. So to me, with this Page of Cups showing up, it's like this is the new foundation I was picking up energetically for you to feel ready to like express yourself in some way. You feel ready to express yourself in some way, like get creative in some way. And it has to do with your thoughts, your intellect, your intelligence, or your ability to communicate and be authentic in that space here. But I feel like there is most definitely an opportunity for you to start and initiate a creative project for you to express yourself through communication. Yes. And I feel like you're also going to be reaping the rewards relatively soon. If you've already been doing something, I think something is showing up in your reality here, or it will be. It's cooking up here. Yes. And with the 5 of Wands, actually, I'm not really sure why the 5 of Wands came up. It may be just change. Sometimes whenever change comes into our life, it's a little bit of an adjustment. Can you clarify that that 5 of Wands? I wonder if it's connected to travel. Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups came out again. What is going on? Tell us more. Oh, your emotions. Ooh, okay. So, Ace of Wands wanted to come out. I think when it comes to change, sometimes it is important for us to be very grounded. So I feel like there is a change coming into your life, and it's going to, there's a new beginning happening for you here. And when it comes to your emotions, maybe that's where you're feeling kind of a little bit like, what do I feel like right now? There's a lot going on. I'm just getting this energy of like, there's a lot going on. I'm not getting this energy of like a lot of overwhelm. I'm just getting like, there's a lot going on. I'm feeling a lot of things. There's a lot of shifts happening. You want to tell us more about the 5 of Wands, please? I'm just getting a lot of energy. Yeah. 6 of Swords and 6 of Wands. Yes. There's change happening in your life. It's showing up pretty soon, or if it hasn't already. And I think you're just kind of in a place where you're needing to just get grounded and calm your emotions, because it's just like a lot of change at once, perhaps. It's showing up in the physical reality maybe quicker or unfolding quite quickly. So 6 of Swords is about moving on. 6 of Wands is about victory. So you're ready to move on and claim your victory. You're ready to feel good. You're ready to move on from what was not working. And it feels exciting, but sometimes there's always that initial nervousness where things are changing and we're like, can I handle this? So I feel like the guidance is just to continue to honor your emotions. Guidance for this group, just continue to honor your emotions. 6 of Cups. Look at that. So they just clarified it with lots of cards for this group. There is most definitely new connections coming into your life. People who awaken your inner child, who feel like a soul tribe. Just very sincere, very pure, right? With the plumeria and the purity, pure. here. People who mirror you. People who feel grateful about, you know, life too. Who want to activate their heart chakra and live from a space of heart. We had a lot of 6s. So heart, 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 heart. What can I say for this group? Heart, 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 heart. Okay. Advice for this group, guys. Tell us more about the 6 of Cups. We have the High Priestess and we have the 3 of Swords. So the 3 of Swords, this is about vulnerability and opening up your heart. High Priestess is about ancient feminine wisdom and using your intuition. It's also about divine timing and manifestation as well. Sorry, the light is kind of glaring on the cards. I'm like, what did they say? Or what am I picking up? I'm just getting this energy of you're being very much divinely supported when it comes to opening your heart, this new beginning, and connecting with the people who are around you. Even with the Gemini energy for the lovers and the Venus and Gemini in the 9th house, that can be about connecting to a community of people here who you relate to. And the High Priestess can also be about initiation or being initiated into a new experience. And to me, the 3 of Swords can be about vulnerability as well, or feeling vulnerable. Okay, tell me more about this Strength card. Came out. I was going to say, tell me more about the 3 of Swords, but that might have been the answer. We have the Emperor, yeah, and the Hangman. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to connections or people coming into your life, they're encouraging you to be vulnerable, okay? So the Strength card came out. That is the card of vulnerability. It's like, actually, what makes you powerful is your vulnerability. It's not like walling off or putting up a wall to life, people, connections. It's not that. It's about when we actually connect to ourselves. That's when we feel the strongest here. And they're like, you're intuitive. You know, you can trust yourself when it comes to your heart, your decisions. And if a new person is coming into your life, this person could be Emperor or the Hangman energy. They can embody this. I feel like this person is quite stable, right? With that Jasper, that's about stability, my stability crystal. So just know that the people that are coming into your life are here to build a solid foundation with you, connect with you. They're reliable, they're responsible, and they're very open. You know, with that Hangman, they also want to go with the flow too of the magic. So that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. All right, group number 3. If you chose the lovely Labradorite, this is going to be the reading for you. Let's go ahead and get started. Guys, dial me into the energies of group number 3, please. Okay. Okay, group number 3. I feel like you guys are just ready to open up. And what's the saying? Take this life by a storm, or take this, yeah, just like, let's like, grab life and just like live it. I think you guys are just ready to go. I feel like I was seeing a woman with her arms out. She looked like she had wings, and she was just looking up to the sky, and she's like, I'm ready. I am ready to do it all. I have all the power that I need. I'm so capable. I can do anything. So you guys are very much tapping into this feeling and this energy of like, I can do anything. I am capable. And I think you perhaps needed some time to recharge. And to recharge yourself, I feel like sometimes we go through phases in our life where we're like, I'm not feeling very encouraged right now. It's like, I'm not feeling very encouraged. And we need a minute to recharge and to feed into ourself, feed into our spirit. I always like to tell people, mind, body, and spirit, those are the things that you want to work on, mind, body, and spirit. Attend to all of those areas. And your spirit needs that encouragement. It needs the affirmations. It needs to be reminded who it is. Who it is. It's like you're a powerful creative being. You are the creator of your life. And that's why I always tell people in the beginning, please take what resonates, leave what does not resonate, because you are the co-creator. You're co-creating it. Co-creator of your reality. You're the one who gets to decide, use your free will, the life that you want to create for yourself. Yes. Let's see what I can pick up with the Labradorite here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting I heard crowning achievements in my head, but I was seeing a crown. I think you guys are ready to get crowns. Some of you guys are feeling really confident. Some of you guys who chose this group are feeling like really confident, really excited, ready to get up and go, have fun. And the thing is, I feel like we're all royalty. We are all like royalty. We're all eternal souls. And you're understanding like, hello, I'm an eternal soul. I'm not going to just sit here on the sidelines when life is just passing me by. I'm going to like get in the game, get in the game of life, and I'm going to do it up, do it in the best way that I can. I'm most definitely getting like a lot of fire from this group. It's like fire, inspiration. I'm getting Leo energy, confidence, bold, standout, first house, 10th house energy, 9th house too. 9th house too. You are understanding you are a child of divine. You are understanding that it's so important. Like our guides are always telling us, be confident. We are here to be confident beings. We're not just here to be like, well, I hope I can do it someday. I'm like, no, be confident. Not just in what you think you can do or give to people. Be confident in being you, being alive, breathing. Okay, so let's see what else I can pick up. I love that you guys got the labradorite. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing like a dragon. I feel like you guys have gone through some kind of release here. That's what I'm picking up. You let go of something that was holding you down before. So the reason why you have this energy and this enthusiasm that wants to rush through you to really take life by a storm, I think that's the saying, take a hold of life, is because you've released something that was holding you back. It looks like it was a subconscious pattern of some sorts, a subconscious pattern that's just been old and lurking behind the scenes. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm picking up. It's like, woof, this was running your program. It kept telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that. And now you're just like, all right, we're done. And I'm seeing a little girl at the top of a hill. What I really love about this is I think you know this. Like, you know you're sensitive. You know you're vulnerable. You know anything can happen at any moment. But you're like, that's not going to stop me. And I think actually tapping into your inner child is helping you to feel a lot more confident. You're realizing, okay, when I tap into my inner child, I can be confident in anything. Because children, they're not that self-conscious. They're just doing things to do things. They're not doing it because they want rewards or accolades. They're just doing it to do it. I'm also getting a bit of a transformer energy. If you guys have seen the Transformers, those robot cars being alien beings. But I feel like you are transforming. You're also really realizing you're a very transformative person. It's like, you're like, I can be anything I want to be in that moment that calls to it. And I'm ready to do it. And I think you are feeling like it's so fun to change. It's so fun to be this or be that. I think when we're taking ourselves too seriously and we're like, well, if people see me this way, my reputation, then they'll start to think I'm this and this. It's actually like, when I'm by myself, I'm the most boring person ever. It's like, and I love it. I love how boring I am when I'm by myself, doing nothing. Like, boring person. But then, when I'm in front of the camera, I'm like, I bring all this energy to it because that's just me too. This is me being me. When I'm off a camera and I'm just doing nothing and being boring, that's also me. And I love all of those versions. I love all versions of me that exist. So you're understanding that you have the ability to transform into whatever it is you need to be. I'm getting this like superpower. Yeah. You're realizing you're a powerful, transformative being. You can call the power to you. You can call it to you. I feel like this little girl at the top of the mountain, if she's calling the power to her, she's calling the power of heaven, source, to come to her and be like, give me the power to do what I want to do. Perhaps you are engaging in more prayer and you're asking for more guidance and you're listening to that guidance as well. And you're trusting that you don't have to figure it out on your own. The universe is here to help you, and the universe is here to work through you. You don't have to figure it out on your own. All right, let's unveil your oracle cards. That was some good stuff. Ooh, we got the cat. For Scorpio. We have the bat. We have the prince. We have the holy amethyst. We have truth. And we have here soul lesson truth. Yes. Okay. Group number 3. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. So, very interesting. I was feeling that darker energy. I was also picking up that it was conveying this feeling of your shadow side. So I think you've acknowledged, to me with this cat truth and the bat energy, you've acknowledged that you have a shadow side. Okay, you've acknowledged this. You're like, oh, okay, I got a shadow side. I got a little bit of darkness. You're acknowledging that you have a shadow side. And you realize, like, when you really dig into the shadow side is also, it's like the mysterious, it's 8th house, it's the occult energy. You're understanding that when you tap into understanding that occult side, the shadowy side of life, the hidden knowledge, the hidden truth, you realize there's so much more to us and there's so much more to life than we realize. Yes. So I think you're in a place where perhaps you had a lot of emotions that were moving through you. To me with this bat, take care of enemies are working against you. Bats can actually symbolize someone being like quite intuitive, quite psychic, and for Scorpio too, can be someone who's quite intuitive and quite psychic. But it's like we have a lot of emotions sometimes. Some people are very empathic depending on where they're at on the spectrum, and it's what you do. It's what you do with that sensitivity that makes you powerful. And I think you're realizing for sure there's a healthy way for me to manage this, manage my fears, manage my anxieties, so it doesn't overpower the choices that I make in my life. There may be a group of people with this take care enemies are working against you where you feel like, okay, this is like a lot. It's draining me. It's draining me. But what they're calling for you to do is just live in your truth here and detach. Live in your truth, disengage. Live in your truth and disengage from whatever drama may be unfolding in your life. That's not for you. They just want you to focus on speaking your truth, living your truth. Soul lesson truth, throat chakra, number 17. And we have your truth as well. How do we get tapped into the truth? We connect to source. We connect to source. And source always wants to work through us, showing us the way, guiding us. With this Prince energy, romantic charm and potential for power, I feel like this communicates that you do have some level of charisma, right? I was kind of picking that up for some of you in this group. You have a level of charisma to express. You want to share that. But in general, perhaps there is some romance that is showing up in your energy around your life. And this is something that you've had to maybe be honest with yourself about. It's like, how do I connect with people in a way that's healthy? How do I formulate healthy connections? How do I feel confident enough to take a hold of life and just go out and do what it is I want? Or go out and be more dynamic in connecting to the people that I want to connect to here. Otherwise, I feel like romance or you feeling more attuned to your desires is allowing for romance to come into your life as well. With this holy amethyst, divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. There we go. I just said that. That's very weird. So I think perhaps before you were just focused on what wasn't working, what was dragging you down. But now they're like, no, what I want. What do you want? Focus on what you want. Focus on what you desire. Your desires are your blueprint. Your desires are your blueprint. And when we work against that, we're not letting the energy flow. Our desires would be like, okay, now's the time for you to go to school, go to college. Maybe you want to go to college and you're like, oh, I'm really inspired to go to college. And you do it and you're like, wow, this is the best experience ever. Or maybe your desire is telling you, hey, I want to start a business. Like, I feel really passionate about it. Like, we're supposed to listen to that. That's the universe talking to us through our desires. So they're saying now's the time for you to focus on your desires. Amethyst is a very intuitive crystal. You're ready to alchemize, whatever has been holding you back and turn it into gold, turn it into magic, turn it into whatever it is you are wanting to experience. And honestly, giving yourself the life that you really deserve. Giving yourself the life that you really deserve here. So yeah, I think detachment is most definitely something they're encouraging you to do when it comes to whatever issues are showing up around your energy. It seems like it has more to do with other people than it has to do with you. It's kind of what I'm picking up. Yeah. And now's the time for you to get the energy to create the life that you want, right? We got power and we got romance. Power and romance, or power and charm. It's like, now's the time to have fun and for you to reclaim your power. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some cards. Okay, guys, go ahead and tell me, clarify this reading, please. Six of Wands. We got the Moon card. Okay, clarify the Six of Wands, please. We have Queen of Pentacles. Clarify the Moon card, please. We have here the Tower card. Okay, beautiful. You know, it's so funny because I was getting the Transformers and we have the Tower card, which is about transformation, very much connected to, oh, I always connect the Tower card to Pluto, which says Mars here, but I always connect it to Pluto because I think I got that from a book as well. Transformation. I surrender to the storm. The Moon card is about fears. It could also be about hidden things as well. The path may not be clear, but my intuition lights the way, one step at a time. So when we let our intuition guide us, now we feel like, okay, now we feel really empowered to just kind of create what it is that we want. I think when it comes to your financial situation here, this is what's going to be improving here. Some of you may be getting more recognition for something that you have been putting the work, time, and energy into with this Queen of Pentacles. To me, that's the status of someone who knows what they do, or they're very good at what they do. They know it very well. They're very good at what they do. So I think there's some kind of triumph or success or breakthrough coming through when it comes to a business idea that you've been trying to create in your life. And there's a transformation that's unfolding as well. I want to get more clarifiers. Let's go ahead and look into the bat energy. Can you tell me more about the bat? I got here the Tower card. Tell us more. Ooh, you know, for some of you, I heard self-destruction. Yep, and the Eight of Swords popped out. There it is. Yeah, some of you, I heard self-destruction. So sometimes we don't realize that we're creating more of the issues just based off of our perception and the way that we work with our thoughts. And I think what you're learning, we have your Two of Cups here, though. There is something about relationships or connections. Let's see what else is going on. Can you tell me more about the bat? There's a change happening in your relationship dynamics. We have your Ten of Swords. So it looks like you guys are experiencing some kind of endings when it comes to your relationship dynamics. There's a change happening. So some of you are feeling called to end certain relationship dynamics that were not working for you, were not serving you. Like, done, end. Ten of Swords. Healing, done, ending. And now it's time to like let go so you can move on. Honor your emotions with that Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups. So I think some of you are being called to end certain situation or certain relationship dynamics. For some of you, this is like an internal dialogue. It's the way that you see relationships. So it's like in order for new love to come into your life, the way that you see relationships has to be different. It has to shift. Perhaps you had a limiting belief about how you saw connections or what you felt like you were available to. Sometimes, a lot of times we underestimate ourselves. I feel like you guys are getting confidence. That's what I was picking up. So sometimes it's the way we speak to ourselves. It's our confidence. I feel like you're feeling a lot more confident to attract healthy partnerships. To me, with that Queen of Cups and that Knight of Cups. This is about attracting healthy partnerships where people are actually emotionally intelligent. They know what to do with their emotions. They don't just sweep things under the rug, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. But otherwise, allowing your heart to heal and releasing the connections that don't serve you is what's going to help you. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. You want to tell me more about any more clarity for this reading? We have here. Okay, they really want us to know Six of Wands. Tell us more. Nine of Swords. Okay, tell us more. Four of Cups. Tell us more, tell us more. The Emperor. Queen of Pentacles. And we have here Page of Wands. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Why is the Nine of Swords here? Straight up. Why is the Nine of Swords here? We have Page of Pentacles. Okay. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Hangman. Oh, hi. King of Cups. And the Death card. Okay, I think some of you, I feel like there's recognition coming towards you because we got Queen of Pentacles again. I believe there is recognition coming towards this group here with the Six of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. There may be an opportunity that is stemming from this recognition that is going to give you anxiety. Why is it giving you anxiety? Because it's something new and it asks for you to surrender. So for some of you, there's like a new job opportunity coming towards you, and it's something that you don't really have a lot of experience in because we got the Page of Pentacles. It's like, even though you're showing up as a Queen of Pentacles, I feel like that's your personal confidence in what you do. That's your potential for what you have the confidence to feel doing something that you enjoy or love. But to me, like, because you're being asked to start something slightly different or begin something new, there's like some kind of like beginning here with the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Because you're being asked to start something new, more than likely when it comes to business, there's some insecurities that are coming with this here. And it calls for you to really transform with that Death card. And it really calls for you to honor your emotions as well. So it calls for you to honor your emotions. Honor your emotions. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some guidance. We kind of got some, but let's go ahead and get some more guidance. Guidance for this group, please. They are the Transformers. We have here the Empress. Ooh. And we have here the Emperor. Okay. So straight up, I think there is some kind of relationship potential kind of coming through in this reading for some of you guys with this Empress and the Emperor. So for some of you, there's an opportunity of commitment coming towards you. Maybe that's what's giving some of you guys anxiety in this reading. It's like, oh, okay, there's an opportunity for commitment. It's like, ah, this is serious. You know, it's not just like, let's just hang out. No, it's like it actually asks for you to commit, right? Invest. Otherwise, this is a work opportunity that also asks you to invest. Either way, you know, relationships cost money. You know, they really do. It changes the way you spend your money. If you think about it, you spend on that person, you spend on yourself differently. I don't know. So there's something about making an investment when it comes to a partnership they want you to be aware of. So to me, because we're getting the Empress and the Emperor energy, they want you to take into consideration, I think this partnership is your match. Maybe you don't see that. Maybe you're having to see, because you see the potential, but you're like, is this legitimately it? But I think they're really asking you to take into consideration, how would you like to invest your time and energy towards whatever it is that you're creating? Otherwise, Seven of Pentacles can be about reaping rewards. So it's like, maybe you guys are just like weird about reaping rewards. I don't know, you're just like, what's happening? Guidance for this group. We have here Neptune. Yeah, Neptune, Virgo in the second house. Yeah, I feel like that is a promotion or a new work opportunity. Neptune is about transcendence and dreams. Can be about illusions or delusions. I mean, I'm not getting it in this group. I mean, it's in Virgo. Come on, Virgo is very, can be quite realistic. And second house as well, because it's an Earth house. So it's like, maybe part of you is struggling with like, okay, I got a dream to create something here and make it a possibility and to ground it into reality. Some of you, it's going to be a partnership or a relationship, something that does offer you stability, or someone who does offer you stability. And they do want you to dream about it, think about it. And when it comes to the Virgo, and because we have second house, there's practical energy too. So think about the practical investment that you're willing to put into this relationship, this connection, or this new investment opportunity to build your business here. Like, really consider what you want to invest into this and what you have to invest in this. Because I feel like you're showing up, as the Empress. I feel like you're the one receiving the offer or receiving the recognition here. You're in place to, and we have Virgo, which is also very feminine energy. They really want you to maybe receive help, receive guidance, or be able to be receptive in general. Be receptive in general. If you resonate with being the Emperor, it's kind of the same question for you, is take into consideration, are you willing to, what are you willing to invest into this business opportunity or this connection here? Feels good though. Yeah, abundance. You know, this is all about abundance. Neptune, Virgo, second house, 7 of Pentacles, and the Empress. This is all about abundance and creating stability for yourself. So I think this is really exciting. So for some of you, you are being asked to not take too much action. You know, if you resonate with the Empress energy here, some of you, you're being asked to don't overthink, don't try to do any or too much of anything. It's like relax, maybe relax more into your feminine energy and allow things or opportunities to come towards you. For some of you who have like maybe a workaholic mentality, maybe set that aside and just kind of allow yourself to be shown the way or helped out, or yeah, in this. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about truth here? Truth, soul lesson, truth. We have 7 of Pentacles again at the Emperor. Did I shuffle? Oh my gosh. We have here 5 of Swords. And we have here the Knight of Swords. Okay, that makes more sense. Communication, change, an idea, a shift is happening. Tell us more about the truth card here. Devil card. Clarify the Devil card. Knight of Swords again. Ooh, okay. What is this? So it's just I guess it's just overthinking on your part. There's some legitimate fear around a new opportunity coming towards you. And the fear is coming from a place of, why is the fear here? Or what's your guidance in regards to the fear? Is it trust? We have here K2, Aries in the 11th. Releasing, letting go. It's about starting something new. They just keep telling me it's about starting something new. There's an anxiety about starting something new. Aries, starting something new. 11th house, network, connecting with the people, community, an organization of some sort. Okay, so guidance in regards to the anxiety or the fears or the overthinking. We have here Hierophant. We have your Ace of Wands. So they're telling you yes, 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 and yes. Wheel of Fortune. They're telling you yes, okay? So for some of you, there's going to be an opportunity that does come towards you. Here, there's a change that's happening in your life. It looks like it's causing some of you quite a bit of anxiety or overthinking. It's like a lot of overthinking. The overthinking may just be due to you're not able to see fully like what's unfolding here. It asks for you to take some kind of risk here. It asks for you to take some kind of risk. The guidance here is Hierophant, Ace of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like kind of trust in source to guide you. They do want you to commit to this opportunity coming towards you. They're like, yes, this is the right one. This is the new beginning that you needed. And the Wheel of Fortune, I think it's just like you can't see it. I think that's what it is. I think maybe you're in your head about like, I can't quite see what's going to happen on the other side. That's what I'm getting. So you may not be able to see what's on the other side, but I'm telling you, it's the right pathway. Yeah. You want to clarify the Hierophant? Nine of Wands. Tell us more about the Hierophant. Oops, Queen of Pentacles and the Sun card. Oh, guys. Oh, group number 3. You're going to be fine. Okay. Yeah. You're going to be fine. There's, yeah, this Knight of Wands is about, like, battle after battle after battle, and not worrying about that anymore. There's some kind of fear. They're asking you to really release it or let it go. Here. Really let it go. Move on. Tell us more about the Nine of Wands. Four of Cups. Again. And the Lover's card. I think you just need some courage. You need some liquid courage, group number. Some spiritual courage. You guys need some spiritual courage. You need to be courageous towards saying yes towards this opportunity or this change or shift that's happening in your life. You guys feeling it. There's something showing up in your physical reality where it's like this, there's a change, there's an opportunity, there's something that you're seeing, there's a pathway you're seeing. And there's just that fear of like, okay, do I say yes to this opportunity or do I say no? Because I'm not really sure. And with the Four of Cups, again, that's a blessing coming out of the blue, and the Lover's card. To me, that's like an opportunity coming from someone else. And at the core, like, this person is aware of your value. They really are. They really are. So that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support. Please let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 4. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely pyrite, this is going to be the reading for you. Let's go ahead and dive into your life update and see what is unfolding on your path currently, and we'll get some guidance. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 4, please. Okay, I feel like I was seeing a mountain or like a slope or a hill. It felt more like a hill, actually. And I was getting launch time as well. I was hearing launch time. There's something that wants to grow in your life. It's unfolding as we speak. It's ready to grow. I mean, it was very specifically a hill. It wasn't a mountain. I feel like the energy is what I'm getting is like perhaps you've been climbing up, or you've been climbing up towards something. You've been aiming for some kind of goal or some kind of outcome. And I'm just getting this energy of like, it's going to be easier than you think to get to what you're wanting. And I'm also getting this energy of go all out. Go all out for it. Yes. Launch. Ready, get, set, go, launch. Take off. The heel too was I don't know, I just imagine when you climb up a hill, there's just something about it's going to be a lot more comfortable than you think, the climb up. Whatever your goal you're working towards, it's going to be easier than you think. Let me go ahead and see what the pirate wants to convey here. Okay, I'm kind of hearing showtime, and I was seeing like curtains opening. So I feel like you guys are ready for something, or you're getting ready for something. Like it's showtime. Like it's time for you to like present. It's like present or be in front of an audience of some sort. Like present, be in front of an audience. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what else the pirate wants to convey. So, I didn't really know that pyrite was about grounding, but every time I would meditate with it, I'm like, ooh, I'm getting mountains. So I think there is something about grounding here. But it's like, it's very much Capricorn energy. It's like the ability to achieve something through consistent energy, work, and effort. Like being diligent about a goal, and then getting to the goal. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a door. So I feel like you guys were finding some kind of door that you're going to access or be able to open. Yeah. Whatever you've been climbing your way towards, it's an opportunity that is like the answer. It's the answer, and it's going to open up for you here. Let's see what else I'm picking up. Yeah, there may be an opportunity for travel. I'm seeing a building. I keep getting this energy of like going to a specific place, location, or a building. Maybe travel. But there's something that holds the answer, the key to the answer, the key to something here. The key to it. Keto. Just kidding. Keto diet. That's the answer. I'm getting this energy of someone being in a room and being given many opportunities, but then they're not sure which one to take or which route to go. Yeah. And I'm getting this energy of like inception. Like you'll find the answer in a dream, or you'll find your answer in a intuitive, like intuition. Listening to your intuition will help to guide you more than trying to see what available options you have here. Let your heart guide you. I'm seeing someone carry their heart. I'm seeing a crowd. I keep seeing a crowd of people. I'm not lying. Yeah, I keep seeing a crowd of people. Like, I'm seeing like a group of people. I feel like they're watching you do something. Okay. Maybe there's going to be an opportunity to build your fan base here. Let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. Within a few days. Oh, it's happening now. A marriage will take place, romantic or business. Okay, there you go. Getting married. We have a father. Getting married to a father. This makes a lot of sense. And you're getting married in a few days to a father. Just kidding. Sacred vision, the Miriam. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light. We have passion. And we also have here release to Mama Earth, root chakra. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, group number. Yeah, that's better. All right, group number 4. Okay, so immediately look at these colors. This is insane. Like, is it me or do the... Sorry, I forgot I had the phone version. Look at these colors. They are a perfect match. And then these colors are like very earthy. So there's something about like earthy groundedness coming up. And then there's like passion and energetic feelings and whatnot coming through as well, which is quite exciting. Okay. So it looks like there's something, what's unfolding in your path is in 7 days. So it looks like there's something folding really close. We have here 7, within a few days, the situation or event in question will develop or unfold within a matter of days. Yeah. We have your ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. We have your father, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. We have your passion. Okay, so what I'm summing up and I'm picking up, I feel like there is people, a support unit coming towards you to support you in your endeavors. Here. When it comes to your passion, what you've been wanting to create, I feel like this is very much a, what do you call this? This is a business opportunity. I mean, perhaps romance might come through, but I feel like this is like a business, like a practical opportunity coming towards you. Or whoever's coming towards you is quite practical and they're just very good at getting the details in order. With this too, I have the courage and freedom to choose how I feel. I choose to be on this earth, to be love personified. I integrate my inner and outer worlds. I practice my free will. My body expresses a joy for life. Release to Mama Earth, root chakra. So I feel like now's the time where you feel a lot more free to express yourself and you're being called to like physically move, shift your energy is what I'm feeling with this root chakra. Because things are going to be grounding into reality. Because you're learning how to integrate your inner and your outer world. Your inner world is like your imaginations. It's your idea about what you feel like you can create. Your outer world is your ability to ground it. Take the action steps. Be consistent. Be diligent. Yes. It says here, I practice my free will. Now, people think, we're controlled by this, we're controlled by that. One thing that the universe and source grants to every single one of us is free will. Free will. We have free will. So you're exercising your free will. And with this Miriam sacred vision, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. I feel like you're working on healing some energies. Even with this release to Mama Earth, that's also about healing. There's some releasing and healing that you've been doing that is allowing you to acknowledge and accept yourself. And because it's helping you to acknowledge and accept yourself and your expression, your passions and your emotions, you're feeling a lot more accepting towards other people too. So this is why healing is powerful for helping us to be a supreme magnet for our desires to come to life, become a reality. Because our relationship with ourselves directly impacts the relationship of the world to us. The relationship of the universe to us. Okay, I want to go ahead and pull some clarifiers for your reading because we need to see what's going on. Are you getting married or just kidding? Clarifier for this group. Okay, we have the Moon card. We have the Lovers card. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, what did I say? Yeah, so you guys are experiencing a new beginning when it comes to a passion of yours that you're focusing on here. Yeah, there's a specific partnership that's coming in for you. It's coming in on divine timing. Very much so. There are some hidden aspects to this. Yes, with the Moon card. It's going to require for you to use your intuition to guide you, to know what's right. So let's say someone comes up to you and they offer you choices, right? You have to make choices about this new job opportunity. It's up to you to decide, okay, using your intuition, okay, what do I say yes to? What do I say no to? So I feel like you're going to be asked to say yes and no to a series of questions that's pulling you towards this opportunity. You want to tell me more about the Moon card? Ooh, hi. Page of Pentacles. You want to tell me more about the Moon card? Three of Wands. Yep. So I feel like you're going to be starting something new. You know, with the Page of Pentacles, that's usually about learning something here. It's like, okay, I don't really have a lot of experience in doing this, but I have a passion. My passion is guiding me. And they need you to be okay with that. And you may be, with this Three of Wands, that might be an opportunity to travel, go somewhere different for a new work or job opportunity. And you have to decide for yourself, okay, you know, even though I'm in this new phase of learning something that I've never done before, am I still willing to keep an open mind to this? Because I'm telling you, when we start things new, fresh for the first time, we feel quite awkward and we become really self-conscious about it. We start to think, oh my gosh, am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? Well, I feel like you've been doing a lot of personal work to build your confidence here. And this personal work that you've been doing for yourself is actually feeding into the universe, sending you opportunities that are aligned for you and made for you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the camera down. Obviously, this is yeah. This is exciting. Okay, I want to know more about the Miriam and Sacred Vision. Tell us more about the Miriam Sacred Vision. We have here Temperance, which is about alchemizing. Tell us more. Alchemy. We have here Four of Pentacles. We have here Eight of Pentacles. Oh, okay. It's a lot about the practicality coming through again. Yep, I was saying work, consistent work diligence that you put into something, it's manifesting. The outcome of it is manifesting into reality. Tell us more about the Miriam. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you have I'm picking this up. I feel as though a lot of you have grown so much, perhaps in the past year, from what you've been learning about yourself and your capabilities. And some of you have realized you have the work ethic and the ability to strive towards your desires. You have the ability to do this. You have the ability to do that. And I feel like with this Temperance card showing up, to me, that tells me that you have been trying some things out. You're like, okay, let me try a little bit of this. Let me try a little bit of that. Let me try a little bit of this. And it's through this alchemy experience that you've helped to create a solid foundation for yourself. With the Four of Pentacles, is you've built a solid foundation when it comes to your work ethic and discipline. Here. So it's just like the simple things. It's like if we're consistent at putting in energy and effort into what we do, then we're so capable. So this is a really good time to, to understand where in your life can you be a lot more consistent towards creating, with that Two of Wands, manifesting that life that you want. Perhaps you've take a moment to plan, to assess, and to think about what is it that I want? What do I want to manifest? What do I want to ground into this physical reality? Well, it's hard for it to become a reality if we don't really know. And that's fine if we don't know the specifics, but we usually have a pretty good idea. Our inner compass has a pretty good idea of what feels good. So I would simplify it and I would say, hey, what feels good for me right now? Is this what feels good? Because I can tell you, for someone who started out drawing and painting at a very early age, I thought that was going to be the thing I did for the rest of my life. And then I was like, oh, plot twist. It's not. My interests changed. My interests changed. And that's fine. It's like, that's the flow of life. When we move with it, it directs us in a way that feels healthy. And you have to be confident about that flow, right? Go with the flow. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at any guidance they want to give to you, group number 4. Guidance for this group. Ooh, hi. Guidance for this group. So for your guidance, we have Jupiter, Pisces in the 10th house. We also have here the Judgment card, 4 of Swords, and the 3 of Pentacles. So the Judgment card is when it comes to the perspective about what it is you're being called to do. It feels pretty magical. I mean, we got Jupiter in Pisces. It's a very spiritual, very abstract energy. This is about going with the flow of life. So for some of you, maybe you've been struggling with knowing what your calling is because you've been thinking, oh, I need to be super practical, or it has to look this way, or you feel like it has to look this way or that way. But actually, they just want you to be open, right? Be very open and then actually expand your energy and kind of let your emotions guide you, that feel-good energy. With that Judgment card in the 4 of Swords, this means meditate, going within to figure out what it is we need to do. Right? The Judgment card is about heeding the call. It's about listening to a calling. If you feel called to something, you guys are feeling like a strong call. With that Jupiter and the Pisces, it's like you're feeling this expansiveness of like, I feel called to do this. I feel called to create this in my life right now. With the 3 of Pentacles, this is about working with a group of people and making sure that you're being aligned with the right environment here. It's like people who are embody that Jupiter and Pisces energy. They're ready to expand. They are curious about life. They want to go with the flow. They're not putting all these specific expectations about how things are supposed to be. They are open to the creative process, essentially. Okay, let's see what other final guidance they have for you, group number 4. High Priestess and the Page of Cups. Yeah, for sure. High Priestess, that is my ancient feminine wisdom, and we have here the Page of Cups, about listening to your emotions. So I've been saying it, let's say it again, listen to your emotions to guide you. Allow yourself to get into the lab, start cooking up some creative ideas and just expressing yourself, whatever feels natural. You already have it. You have the idea, you have the gift, you have the thing that you're wanting to just like, just let ooze from you. Let it ooze from you here. And things are just going to continuously fold on this pathway. Like more things are just going to unlock. So just trust yourself. Your intuition is very powerful, very strong, you know, getting a lot of water energy. So your intuition is what's guiding you, showing you the way. Continue to dive in. For some of you with that Jupiter and Pisces, you know, it could be a creative pathway, it could be very spiritual. So if you're interested in being like a spiritual coach, you're interested in spiritual like research, the depths of it, they're most definitely encouraging this pathway for you. They're like, yes, you have that energy of the High Priestess and the Page of Cups in you. You have a very powerful intuition. You've been initiated, and through this initiation, you can access more of that knowledge and expressing yourself. Okay, do you want to tell me anything about the Father energy here? King of Pentacles, yeah. Any other piece of guidance for this? The Hermit and the 6 of Cups. I already forgot what I said for this group. Any more guidance for this group? Like, I'm trying to think about what I said earlier because I don't want to repeat. 4 of Pentacles, guidance. 4 of Pentacles, guidance for this group. We have here the Knight of Cups. 3 of Cups. Okay. Well, the primary guidance they keep telling you, it's like work with other people. Work with other people. Work with other people. Be open to communities. Follow your heart. Build a foundation with this group of people. So, you know, for somebody with that 4 of Pentacles, it could be about building a home or creating a home somewhere else with this, a new group of people, a new environment. I'm getting very much new environment for you guys, whether it's just like a work environment where you work in a different building, or, you know, you're working with a different group of people, or you're traveling to somewhere different here. It's like, be open to that. And I think with this Uranus and Virgo in the 9th house, most definitely they want you to be open to maybe creating a home somewhere else. Here, you know, again, Virgo is about building practicality. And the 9th house can be about travel. Yeah, and Uranus can be about shifts and changes happening in your life. So it's like you're going to build it, you're going to create it. If you're wanting to create this new start, build a foundation for yourself, just know that you have the ability to do so. And just go with the shifts. There might be some quick shifts or changes that are coming into your life. Just be open to that energetically. With the King of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Hermit card, I feel like there is someone here, you know, that has the ability to really empower you on your pathway. When it comes to grounding, right? With that King of Pentacles, it's about building a solid foundation here. And the Six of Cups to me is like a bond, you know, so a tribe of people who you really bond with. And I feel like these group of people with that Hermit card really acknowledge your inner, the wealth of your inner world. The wealth of your inner world. They're here to support you in your journey, to trust yourself to make decisions that you need to make. Follow your inner guidance, essentially. Okay. That's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you.